Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, ma'am.
Morning, ma'am.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, good morning. So, for a while, we'll start our class na tayo. Can they prepare a piece of paper, your calculators? We'll do some problem solving today. Let's try to apply those formulas sa mga problem solving. Probably siguro I'll just have to encode no? Sa PowerPoint na ako ang mga questions. Okay, everyone, let's begin our class with a prayer. Kasi pwede mag-lead. Anyone? Nagdilihado ka sa Ginoo ah. Like, walay maampuon sa polite. Karon,
Ko na lang, sir.
you go ahead, please.
In the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Okay, good morning again, everyone.
Good morning po.
Morning, sir.
Morning,
Wait
sir.
man lagi. Ano kadok mo dyan ba sa mag-lead sa prayer? Hindi mo marag ampo. Mga, kuan, mga anak sa ginoo. Okay, so today we'll be having our sample problems. Okay, we'll be applying the formulas that we had discussed last meeting. So again, I want you to prepare your notebooks, any piece of paper, your calculator if you have, okay, para masaktan pa nato kung sa function no, sa mga formulas. Because it will be better if we do the mathematical calculations using those formulas on addressing physics problem. So okay, let's start from the very basic. Since we're done discussing about the electric circuits and we have the series and the parallel circuit at the same time, uh, let's try to solve this one. Okay, let me share you my plans. Can I do the illustrations in your paper because medyo paano siya. I hope makitaan gyapon sa inyong screen. Okay, so let's try to solve the series and parallel circuit. Okay, I want you to solve this one first. Okay. Makita ang last, ang kuan, ang figure. Kana.
Makita na po.
Okay. Can I illustrate this one sa inyong papers? I want you to solve this series parallel circuit nga kuan, illustration. So in this illustration, we have here a sample circuit, no? It's a combination of the series and the parallel. So what we will do is we will solve, okay, this whole illustration. So we have here our voltage, okay. So atong voltage is nasa 60 volts, and then we have a positive and negative charge. It means that we have two charges that is enabling our volts to circulate in every let's for example in any and every putanta switch, okay, or plugs. Now the 60 volts, so we have here a sample of a series circuit and of course our parallel circuit. So our R1 here is at 8 ohms. Okay, atong R1 is 8 ohms. Atong R2 is 9 ohms. Okay. And then our R3 is 12 ohms. those five resistances will be cut off into four. Number four man siya because we have a parallel circuit here that needs to solve, no? Needs to be solved because we wanted the whole process to be just a series circuit. But kasi pinakauna buhaton na to, di ba? Para ma-solve na to ang series circuit. Of course, we need to identify first what will be the answer of this parallel circuit. Okay? And we have to find the current. Okay, we need to find the current, Nani. So how do we solve for the current? So of course, to solve the current, we have to identify first what will be the answer of the how will be how we will simplify the parallel circuit into a series circuit. Nakadrawing na ba tanan?
Wala pa, sir. Wait lang.
Okay,
Ay,
try to
sir.
yes.
Sir, unsa ganitong R4?
Our R4
Oo,
na siya worth 10 ohms atong R4.
okay, sir.
Again,
Thank you.
our R1 is 8 ohms. Our R2 is 9 ohms. Our R3 is 9 ohms as well. Our R4 is 10 ohms, and then our R5 is at 11 ohms. And our voltage here is at 60 volts. So just tell me if you're done copying the illustration or the values. Bala?
Mana, sir.
How about the others? Bala?
Ano, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I want you to solve that one. Okay, I'll give you let's say 5 minutes to do it. Okay, and then let's compare notes. Let's try to assess if our answers are the same, and then let's try to discuss that one as a as a whole. Okay na ba sa inyo ah?
Sa tayo pangitaon, sir.
First, you need to solve for the resistance, of course, because we're looking for a series kanang di ba? A series circuit. So solve first for the total resistance of the R3 and the R4. And then after that one, after you can find the total resistance of the 3 and 4, try to calculate the total resistance dayon in a series. And after calculating the total resistance of the series, try to calculate the uh, current. Okay, try to calculate the current na dayon. Because our current here is missing, di ba? We're looking for the current here. So we're looking for these two. Okay, we're looking for the current and of course our total resistance. So how do we calculate for the total resistance? So of course, kani sa atong unahon ang atong naa sa illustration. Okay? Para pag ma-solve na nato ang total resistance tanan in a series circuit, we can now find the current. Okay? So I'll be in touch okay, if you have kanang questions. So nasabtan ang si pangitaon.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
I'll give you time to solve. Then after 5 minutes, I will show you the calculation para mapawaan na to kung parehas ba tao dili. Okay, your 5 minutes starts now. Okay. Do you have an answer already, class? Hello? Apa Maria?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what's your answer? Before I show you mine. Ito yung nakuha sa kwan. Total resistance sa 3 and 4 in a parallel circuit.
4.74,
4.74 ohms.
4.74 ohms, sir.
Thank you so much. Very good. How about the others? Nakuha niyo ang 4.74 as well? Ikaw, kwan, Budlaw. Nakuha niyo mo Budlaw? Nag-solve ka Budlaw?
Yes, sir.
4.74
Yes, sir.
yapon?
4.7 ra akong gi sir.
Not bad. How about you, kwan? Ikaw, Lunoy. Nag-solve ka, Lunoy? Jade. Ano na si Kwan? Ikaw, Serge. Nag-solve ka, Serge? Kasi yung try mo ang Serge. Mamatag. Mamatag nagtrabaho sa Bumburadyo eh. Karat pa karat to. Okay, so how did we come up with an answer of 4.74? It's very simple, di ba? If you know the process already. So how do you solve for the Kwan? For the 3 and 4 in a parallel circuit? So all we need to do is just to follow the exact formula when it comes to solving for the parallel circuit. So you all know, di ba, na pag we solve, if we solve for the for the parallel circuit, uh, the tendency is that may mo siyang fraction form, di ba? So this is how we represent, no, the calculation for the R3 and the R4. So we have 1 divided by 1 over R3 plus 1 over R4. So after getting this formula from the parallel, of course, parallel circuit formula for the resistance, all we need to do is to substitute the given values. So since na naman tayo value for the R3 and the R4, ato na siyang i-butang. For the R3, we have 9 ohms. And then for the R4, we have 10 ohms. Now, according sa solving for the resistance in a parallel circuit, we need to look for the GCF. Actually, wala tayo laing option to get the to actually get the GCF of the 9 and 10. 'Di ba? Wala other kanang answer. Gawa siguro kung mo go beyond ta sa amount, or we go onward sa 100. Okay? So the closest lang na pwede na to makuha as our, GCF is the 90. Okay? So, si 90, si 90 magod is, pwede siya ma-divide sa 9, pwede po siya ma-divide ito sa 10. Di ba? So, what will be the next step? Ato i-divide na ang 19, which is our GCF, kaya ito na siya equal as GCF. Okay? Ito equal sa GCF para makuha na to ang exact amount that we needed to calculate for the total resistance of the 3 and 4. So next, so we have 90. 90 divided by 9. So we
10,
have
sir.
10.
Yes,
Okay? 90 divided by 9 is 10. Diba? And then 90 divided by 10 is 9.
9.
Okay, so we have here 9 plus 10. No? Because we'll be replacing this one into 9 and we'll be replacing this one into 10. So we have 10 plus 9 is 19. Okay? And then we copy our new denominator. Kaya siya si 90 because this will be our basis to solve for the total resistance of the 3 and 4. So what will happen here is that we will have 19 divided by 90. Now take note na atay 1 dani. Okay? Potanta natay ka ng uh, numerator nga 1. Okay? So kung sa numerator nga 1, 1 will be now divided to 19 divided by the 90. So 1 divided by 19 divided by 90, yung mga ko is 4.74 or pwede rin yapon, no? 4.7. Okay? Nagats na sa ubang sa pagkuha sa total resistance sa parallel circuit?
Yes, sir.
Yes, how about the others?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Now, we now have the R3 and the R4. So, masolve na ba nato ang total resistance in a series circuit?
Yes, sir.
Pwede na ba? So, saan pagkuha sa total resistance in a series circuit? Ato lang
I-plus lang tanan.
Okay, very good. Plus na tanan. So, we have RT. Okay, we have RT is equals to the R1 plus R2 plus R3, 4 plus R5. Okay na. And then, you substitute the given values. Atong R1 is at, so we had 8 ohms plus 9 ohms plus 4.74 ohms or 4.7. Okay lang yapon. Plus 11. Diba?
Yes,
Are we having the same equation?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, 8 plus 9 plus 4.74 plus 11. Ila?
32.74 ohms.
Okay, we have 32.74 ohms. Now, how about if we calculate for the current? How will we calculate the current?
I is equals to
Find si voltage of total resistance.
Okay, so we have I times the voltage times the
resistance.
total resistance. Okay, nice one. So, pila tong volts or voltage?
E.
We have 60 volts times our new RT 32.74 ohms. So 60 times 32.74 pila?
1,964, sir.
Okay, 1,964.4
4
unit for the current.
ampere.
Okay, it's ampere. Or you can have 1.9 kilo ampere. So this is our final answer for the current. Since the current sa series is, di ba, isa naman nakagian usually, no, ang kuha nila. Isa naman nakagian ng current, di ba? Sa series ta. So,
Yes, sir.
pasabot na there's a total of 1,964.4 current ang flow sa let's say 4 resistances four resistances with ang isa ka resistance is the combination of the two. So that's the total current, no? Nga ga-flow na to nga series parallel circuit. A question series parallel circuit.
Wala, sir.
Before we move on to the next kanang problem solved, none. Okay, none na. Okay. I think science means yes. I cannot don't be afraid nga mag-ask kung si karibot sa pag. Okay, now let's have this problem solved. Let's try to answer the following question. Actually, I made my own question. So let's try to be booky this time. Okay, let's have this first example problem. So if two charged objects and each has a 0.2, they are 5 meters apart from each other, how much force do you think would be acting between the two charges? So what law are we talking about here on the problem? Again, if we have two charged objects that has 0.2 columns each and they are placed 5 meters apart from each other, so our task here is to calculate the force. No, how much force would be acting on them? So what kind of law are we talking about here?
Columns law, sir.
Okay, nice. It's Coulomb's law. Okay, so are the given already Kwan? Are the given already, let's say, sufficient to solve for the Kwan, or is it sufficient enough to use the Coulomb's law? Hello, everybody. Enough na ba ang mga given to solve for the Coulomb's law and to use its formula? Yes or no?
Sir, pilit po sa amo.
Ay, pilit sa inyo ha?
After po sa ako, sir.
So,
Pati po sa ako, sir.
karon ako tingog, dunggan na dili pa.
Okay na, sir.
Okay,
Okay
na.
na.
Ngayon, pasiload ko ninyo class kay among signal din na nag-arte na sa kabayad siguro mo sa internet. Okay. So, again, my question is, okay na ba ang mga given to solve for or to use the Coulomb's law formula?
Wala naman nakita ang given kanina, sir.
I'm sorry. Naman na din signal ganina class kay wala man na share ang screen. Okay. This one. So there are two charged objects with 0.2 columns each, and then they are placed apart by with a measurement of 5 meters. Then we are tasked to solve for the force that was acting between them. So my question is, are the given sufficiently enough to solve and to use the Coulomb's law formula?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then I want you. So what will be our answer here if we have sufficient given already? So what do you think is the answer? So probably no. first we need to identify the given because the given are this given in the sample problem na actually important role no on solving for the column for usa tong pangitaon gani when it comes to columns law gani the
Electric
first,
force.
okay we are looking for the electrostatic force no or the electric force so how using the formula of the columns law di ba we have F is equals to the K,
Constant.
okay, which is the constant, diba? The constant column, and then we have the Q1 times Q2, okay, which is our charges, and then we divide it by the R2 or distance, R squared or distance squared. So you try to answer the kuno this one before I present you mine. Using the columns law. Again, now we have a columns law formula, which is F is equals to the K, which is the columns constant, no? Ang columns constant nato class is 9 times 10 to the power of 9 Newton meter squared per column squared. And then, if you know the formula already, you can now substitute the given values no from those given formula. Just try to solve this one and then let's compare our answers. Okay, ito na rin silang class kaya para madali ta. Okay. Okay. Eyes on this small whiteboard. So how to solve for the force or electrostatic force. So, of course, no, you have to be mindful about the formula. So we have F is equals to K times Q1 times Q2 divided by D2 or D squared or R squared. Since our K here has a constant value, no, given by column, which is 9 times 10 to the power of 9, and then it's Newton meter squared per column squared. So after you identify the given, you just substitute the given values class. Okay? So how do we substitute the given values? Just place them kung asa sila dapat ibutang jud. So we have K here, which is 9 times 10 to the power of 9. And then our Q1 and Q2, since both of the charges have the same amount or value, so we have zero point 0.2 for the Q1, and we have also zero point 0.2 for the Q2. Okay? And then we divide this one sa ato ang given pod nga distance or radius, which is 5 meter. So don't forget the squared here, ha, because it's very important. Because the reason why we have squared here, because in the columns long a constant value, the meter here has a squared. So we cannot, what do you call this one, cancel the the unit if we don't have the same one. Now, first things first, we need to, kali sa itong unahon class, ayaw sa mo pagdiretso pag 9 times 10 to the power of 9 times 2, ana. Ayaw sa, unahon sa nato ng duha. Okay? So, pila man ang 0.2 times 0.2?
0.4.
It's 0.4. Then sa 0.4, ato din na siyang i-times na ni kay 9 times 10 to the power of 9. So, pila man?
Sir, 0.04, sir.
Sorry, 0.04. Okay. Then, ato siya i-times na yun sa kuwan. Sa 9 times 10 to the power of 9. Ila man?
160 million, sir.
We have Pila, we have 300.
360 million.
Okay, we have 360 million. Okay. 360,000,000. And then after getting the kwan, di ba? Nakuha na to dani ang iyahang kwan, ang iyang answer. Ato na siya i-divide dani sa d squared or r squared na to. Since naka-squared man siya, so ato na siyang i-times by itself ang yung value dani. So pila naman. So we have 25, di ba? Because 5 times 5 is 25. So we have now 25 meters squared. So katong si 360 million, ato siyang i-divide sa 25. Pila man na makuha nato dayon. Correct me if we have, if the point is, my answer here is 1.44 times 10 to the power of 7.
Same ta, sir.
Sakto, sir.
Sakto? How about the others? Nag-solve ba mo diya, class? Ang uban, nag-solve ba mo? Basta mo nag-solve diya, ha? Kailangan mo mag-solve para ninyo, mabawaan ninyo ang safe process. So our final answer here is 1.44 times 10 to the power of 7 Newton. Okay, so we'll be canceling the unit of this m squared here. And then we also have here our, we all have to cancel here our our column because we have c squared nun po if we multiply these two, no? So, mabiling na kung the unit is in Newton. Okay? No more question about calculating the columns law?
Wala, sir.
Wala?
Sir.
Okay. So, later this afternoon siguro, mag-send siguro ko sa what they call this one, sa to ang G-class. Na ko is-set ito nga mga sit work. Then, kindly kuha na lang siguro answer, ha? It's a sort of fun lang siguro. Review lang siya sa ato ang discussion for today. Okay? No more questions about reactions with regards sa ato ang ato ang topic about circuits, Coulomb's law, and parang duwa lang sa, because we still have to solve, no, sa potential difference and electric field. Wala question sa duwa ka
Wala,
duwa ka
sir.
topic? Wala na?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
thank you everyone for attending this class. We'll see each other this change natin schedule, di ba? So we'll see each other on Tuesday na. Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sige.
Sir, online sa Tuesday, dili.
Online ta sa Tuesday pa. Kay online man inyong pamanda na inyong capstone research. Probably siguro we'll have a face-to-face sa Thursday. So dito na lang ko makakatag og more examples about our discussion para na tay actual nga problem solving dito. Okay sa inyo?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay. Because our 3 eyes man po sa Thursday, not that kind of long man po. So medyo dili ka siya mo involve og assessment. It's just something to discuss lang. Okay? So if there's no more question, we now proceed to your next class. Thank you so much
Ay,
again.
excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Katong sa 3 eyes bitaw nga gi-post nimo sa G-class, when ang deadline atong exercise, sir?
Actually, ayos sa kuan ka because mag-upload pa ko og upload pa ko og isa pa ko na-upload, di ba?
Yes, sir.
I still have to upload 2 more modules because you have 3 modules for the prelim of code.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, yeah. Ito na lang
Ang
din
ansiran ato, sir. Ang katura
exercises.
exercise.
Yeah, exercises lang ang siran. Okay? So, we will now leave the class. Thank you so much and God bless.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. God
Bye,
bless.
sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much as well.